Yo, what up, it's Don.
Samuel Lee here.
We are the Soul Brothers. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to hit you upside the head with a versus video. Adidas versus Nike. Let's step right in it. Shouts out to Raina. She gave her input on this and really helped us out to make a decision. But this is the Adidas James Harden Volume 1 versus
the Hyperdunk Flyknit 2016.
Alright, so let's hop right in on traction. This is the Web of Truth traction pattern.
Yes.
That's copywritten Soul Brothers 2017. So Adidas, hit us up if you want to use that. But this traction is great, incredible. It's very, very hard rubber, so you can these can step out on the asphalt. You can do some work. Indoors, they're great. Minimal wiping. I would actually recommend getting the the non-translucent. Should I say solid?
You recommend the solid?
Yeah, solid rubber outsole. I don't know why I'm messing up my fucking terms here. But the translucent type, like the semi-translucent ones, they don't grab as much.
Yes.
But traction is nuts.
Okay, and then the Hyperdunks, the traction is also really, really good. Stopping power, on the clean court, they're around the same, but stopping power on the dusty court, the Hardens win because it doesn't pick up as much dust. The Hyperdunks pick up a lot more dust. And all of the colorways are translucent, so there's no solid rubber.
Every single one of them.
Option, yeah. They're on the regular one, yeah, but not on the Flyknit, you know. So, and then outdoor use is not recommended for the Hyperdunks.
Why are people so obsessed with translucent colored outsoles?
I don't know. It gets yellow
companies.
too.
Like every company wants to do a translucent outsole.
Yes.
So why do we have to do that?
Performance usually isn't as good, and it yellows.
And it yellows. It gets dusty. You see the dust on it like crazy.
It's just what the boo sick noodle.
I like a white outsole.
Yeah.
And I like a gum outsole. I like a black outsole. Anyways, we're getting carried away. Hardens for the win.
Yes.
Now, moving on to the cushion.
Full length.
Full length versus full length. This is Boost. You can feel it in the heel. Not crazy, but you can feel it. The forefoot, you can't really feel at all. It's very, very caged around the whole shoe, except on the medial side a little bit. So, you're going to feel a little bit, but it's mostly response.
Yes. In the Hyperdunks, you feel low to the ground, but not as low as the Hardens. Impact protection is definitely better in the Hyperdunks, even though Hardens are pretty good. And the Hyperdunks are bouncier, but they're still a little bit mushy. So it all depends. If you want like super response, you're a guard, you want super response, go with the Hardens. The Hyperdunks still aren't bad for response, but they're not as good. I don't feel as fast in them as the Hardens.
Yeah, so it's a pretty subjective category.
Yes.
It really depends on what you like.
Yes.
I would choose one of these on different days.
Yes.
So let's just give them a tie.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. Because this is a lot.
I like a double.
It's very nice, but I don't want to wear that every day.
Yeah.
Because you're feeling it, You don't just feel like you're wearing nothing. So call it a tie. Moving on to the upper / materials. There's different toe overlays in different colorways of the Harden Volume 1. This one is a leather one. I have one that's like a stretchy elastic, which is nice. But the rest of it is like this felt kind of, almost feels like a softer jacquard, but it's kind of thick. And it is a burrito fit. But
No.
No?
No, it is, but I'm just saying I don't like it. I don't like burritos.
I was like, am I hallucinating? I don't like burrito fits either. But as far as materials go, it's pretty premium, and they're great materials.
Yes. Now moving on to the Hyperdunks, it's full-length Flyknit. It of course is glued down a little bit. It's reinforced with the underlays as we saw in the dismantling video. In the toe area, which I think is a little overkill. You just need it right here where you need reinforcement. But anyways, it still gets really soft. I feel like it gets just as soft as the Hardens, but and then you have like this elastic ankle collar, of course. But what's better? I feel like I like the Hyperdunks a little bit more.
Yeah.
It depends though on what colorway you get on the Hardens. I don't really like the leather material as much because it's just a little bit too much. It feels a little like bulky on the toe. But the elastic material is good. It's tied if it's the elastic material on the toe. But then if it's leather, I go with the Flyknit, you know. So I guess what, tie?
I don't know. Let's give it to the Hyperdunks a little bit because it's just as far as materials go.
These are nice.
It's very, very premium.
Yes.
But these, however, are not bad.
Yes.
Pretty close. So, what are we talking now? Fit.
Fit.
Okay, fit. You got to go a whole size down in the volume ones, or half a size.
I went down half.
But I went down a whole size. If you have a narrow foot, you might want to go down a whole size. That's usually what I do in a lot of Adidas shoes. Now, fit is a little bit narrow, right? But it's a good fit.
Here it's like a little bit wide, like
it kind of opens up.
But then in the middle it's like really narrow. I don't know. It's weird. So I don't know if wide footers would be okay because the middle is like really narrow. But for me, it was really good. It was a good fit.
Yeah.
In the Hyperdunks, it's also super narrow. Go down half a size for these also. So for fit, I give it a tie. They're both really good.
Okay. Support. Both pretty supportive.
Yes.
This is, don't let this fool you. This is a low also.
Yes.
But as far as support, I would say this one's a little bit more supportive.
Because of the leather.
Because of the leather, it just feels a little stronger. The upper is a little stronger, and which obviously makes it a little less comfortable at times, but it's a good amount more supportive.
Yes, and it's a little bit wider.
A little bit wider as far as stability goes.
You guys can see that it's like a centimeter, half a centimeter, whatever. Anyways, all right, now moving on to lockdown.
They're
both good.
Yeah, they're both good. Maybe tie them up.
Yeah, the heel doesn't feel super locked down in both of them though.
Yeah.
I didn't have heel slippage, but it just doesn't feel locked down. You know
I had my first colorway. In this colorway, my heel, the shoe was unwearable. It's one of the weirdest things that I've ever seen in testing shoes. Then I got the Xeno colorway, which is all black, and it had the elastic in the toe. No heel slippage. Same size. I don't know.
Very interesting.
I have no idea. So moving on, let's talk ventilation real quick. This one's hot.
Hyperdunk.
Yeah, Hyperdunk for the win.
It's cooler.
So durability.
Durability hardens.
Yeah, hardens a little bit more sturdy.
The materials, no, and then the outsole.
Yeah.
No, so.
Okay, as far as weight, let's put these to the test. Now they're both half a size down, so they're both 7s.
Yeah, 7s. Yeah. The Hyperdunk is 11.5. The Hardens are like 13, I believe, or 12. 13.3. Yeah. So it's the Hardens are 2 ounces heavier. What feels lighter? Just playing it. Definitely the leather. It feels a little bit bulkier as far as materials go, but then the cushion and the traction isn't as good on dusty courts.
Yeah.
Make it feel a little bit like you're playing quicksand or whatever, you know, it's not as quick on your feet, you know. So I guess tie them up a little bit.
I would say the Hardens
by a little bit. I guess if you have the elastic material. I haven't played in it, but I've tried it on, so you know.
Okay. So yeah, it's interesting because this one actually like feels lighter.
Yeah.
Like when you lift your foot.
Yeah.
But like you don't feel as quick at times, you know. So whatever. Moving on, aesthetics. I'll go Harden.
Harden, yes.
Alright.
I like these though.
Yeah, they're dope too. And there's some sick colorways of those too. The Oreo one.
Yes.
It's crazy. So moving on. Final thoughts.
Yes. Final thoughts.
Price.
This is $200. That's 140. The Prime Knit is 160. This is expensive as fuck, but it is going down in price.
If you're tripping on price, just get these.
Get the Hardens.
Okay. Now, if you're not tripping on price, it depends on what you want, obviously.
Yes. I feel like I would pick the Hardens over the Hyperdunks though.
Yeah, if I had to pick one, I would maybe pick the Hardens.
Yes.
Just because the shoe's a lot sometimes, you know?
Yes.
It's amazing, but sometimes it's too much.
But like I say, I love playing in these though. These are freaking amazing, but these are my legs hurt and I need some impact protection shoes.
Yep.
No, the Hardens are more of a everyday, I can just play in these every single day kind of shoes. So that's why I like the Hardens better. But it all depends on what you want. If you're a guard, I would suggest going with the Hardens. The Hyperdunks, I guess if you're a guard, you can play in these, but you feel a little bit slower in these. So there you go. I guess more of like a shooting guard, I guess.
Yeah, more of a shooting guard.
You know. But anyways, that's it. That's the versus video. Hope it helped you guys out, and we'll see you guys next one.
Later.
Peace.